Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 25th through December 1st. We're going to connect here, see what's coming up in the week ahead for you with this deck here. We do have a new moon in Sagittarius, so perfect time for manifesting. So we're going to pull a manifestation and a blessing and a prayer for you from that card there. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up for our Virgo friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And as always, guys, those of you who are really into the cards, as am I always credit the creator of the decks in the description of the video. So those will always be in the description if you like the cards, if you want to pick them up for yourself. I'll always have those listed. So let's see what's happening Monday, Tuesday for Virgo. Wednesday, Thursday for Virgo, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oopsie, for Virgo. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Virgo. There you are, my darlings. Monday, Tuesday, you've got 9 of trees. All right, so this is a really good energy. Let me adjust the camera angle and adjust the lighting here. Just give me one little moment. So, my dears, you have 9 of trees, and so the creator of this deck has it listed as refinement. Now, you all who watch my videos, you've heard me say this. If we're in a moon cycle, like right now we're coming into the new moon on the 26th, and I see the moon on any of the cards that come up, that to me is a sign of timing and what's being manifested. So a lot of you Virgos that are drawn to the video this week, you might particularly be really trying to manifest something in terms of financial abundance, but specifically having to do with an independent income. So either you're trying to manifest like your own business, or you're trying to manifest a situation where you don't need anybody else financially. So maybe you're like living with someone, but you're like, hey, I want to bring my income up in a way where I don't need a roommate. Or if something happens to my partner, like I'm okay. Or maybe your parents are helping you out financially still, and you're like, I want to not have to rely on them. So you might be trying to manifest something in terms of finances, or you might be wanting an independent income where you're like, I don't want to be tied to any company. I don't want to be tied to any boss. I want to be able to so that I can get out there and make the money on my own. So whatever the case, I feel like you're wanting a sense of financial independence. And I feel that by the next full moon, so the next full moon that we're going to end up having is going to be a time when you're going to actually see results in that goal. Okay, where you're actually seeing progress, or progress that is satisfying to you or encouraging you. Now, I'm not going to say that you're going to go from, a complete total, starting from scratch to having, complete and total financial independence by the next full moon, but you might have a concept developed. You might have something that you're ready to take to market, or you might be starting a new job, or just something might be shifting to where you're like, aha, see, I'm making big progress towards this goal. Okay, so understand that and know that, my dears. Your midweek card, this is going to be around the time of the new moon energy. You have 9 of stars. This also came up for Pisces. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. There may be conflict with a Pisces. Or you may have Pisces in your chart, and so you might be kind of feeling conflicted between your goals and your practicality and what your heart is desiring. 9 of Wands in general can indicate conflict. The creator of this deck has it listed as perseverance. So the message here is that even if there is some kind of conflict, it's important for you, Virgo, not to get pulled off track, not to get pulled off where you were trying to go. Don't allow this conflict to take you away from your path. Don't allow this conflict to take you away from what you need to be doing right now. Don't allow for it to make you lose focus. Okay, there could be an internal conflict you're having within yourself. The energies right now are kind of crazy. And so those of you who follow the astrologers, I'm not an astrology expert by any means. There's a couple of astrologers I like to follow. And from watching those videos and reading about the things they've posted, I know that the energies lately in the past few weeks have made it very likely for there to be misunderstandings and disagreements. And God knows I've had my conflicts, you know, and some of you may have as well. But you can't allow those things to take you off your goal or your purpose or where you're trying to go in the long run. So persevere and understand that you have a right to feel how you feel, and other people have a right to feel how they feel, and you can't allow that to take you off of your goal, your plan, where you're meant to go, what you're meant to do. So don't allow yourself to lose focus in that way, and to continue moving forward. In this particular card, the tears really jump out at me, and, you know, they're very red, so they kind of make me feel like they kind of make me think of like those hot, angry tears. So some conflict or something might be happening right now, Virgo, to help you release anger. And some of you might release it through crying, right? And that's okay. That's completely and totally okay. If you need to have a good cry, if you need to yell into a pillow, you know, take that as a gift, as a chance to release. Everything is a gift, okay? It was Mary Oliver. She's an author, and she once wrote, she has a really amazing quote. She says, a long time ago, someone gave me a box of darkness. How did it go exactly? Someone once gave me a box of darkness, and it took me a long time to realize that that too was a gift. Something along those lines. So anything that happens, the conflict is a gift for you. Somebody insults you, it's a gift for you. Whatever it is a chance for you to go through your release and to take that fire and allow it to fuel you on bettering yourself and bettering your life. Okay, so I don't want to freak you out. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. These are general readings. It may or may not apply. The conflict may have already happened and you might be stewing over it. Understand and know this: if you do feel like you're wanting to go and like kind of smooth out a conflict or make somebody see something your way, that Nine of Wands says they may be standing their ground. They might be really ready to defend their position. So this isn't a situation where you're going to be able to maybe persuade someone to change their mind. And you might not be in an energy where you want to have your mind persuaded or changed. So you might be coming into a time with someone or a situation where you're going to have to agree to disagree, or you're going to have to just figure out what you're going to be willing to just kind of, you know, let go or not make a big deal of a situation. Overall, though, Virgo, when the Nine of Wands or the Nine of Stars comes up, something you're working on is very near completion, right? And this is saying do not allow things to distract you from it or to pull you away from it. Do not lose sight of your original goal. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my darlings, is Three of Hearts. That's very happy. That's happiness. That's joy. That's having a good time, you know. And depending on what part of the world you live in, you may be coming into a time of a holiday season this week. And so you might be getting together with people. You might be having a good time. You might be, you know, celebrating. You know, Three of Hearts or Three of Cups, it's a coming together. It's celebrating. It's being happy. It's coming into soul family, community, like-minded people. You know, very, very exciting energy. Some of you might be in some kind of revelry. And I'm hearing, Virgo, that some of you that might be coming out of some kind of addiction, like say that you maybe have wanted to avoid the holidays, or you may have had a hard time having a social life or figuring out how to have fun because maybe you've been in a cycle of trying to like come out of alcoholism or substance abuse, and maybe it's been scary for you, like, oh, I want to have fun or I want to socialize, but everybody's drinking or everybody's partying, and if I get in that element, then what if I get a little too crazy, or what if I get too carried away? I feel like you're learning to have fun and learning how to party in a way that it's not upsetting your sobriety. Like you're finding a new way to have fun. Obviously, that's not going to apply to every single Virgo because you don't all have sobriety as an issue right now. But for those of you who do, I feel you're finding genuinely a way to have a good time without reaching for the alcohol or the drugs or, you know, the weed or whatever it is that you had an issue with, or all of the above for some of you. And I think it's because, Virgo, a lot of you are finding people that you genuinely enjoy their company. Whereas before it was like, well, I have to get wasted to have a good time because around a bunch of losers or something. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be around people that you genuinely enjoy being around. So a sense of like soul tribe, soul family, like-minded people, community, things of this nature. So it's a really, really positive energy to be coming into. A lot of happiness. You know, there could be for some of you even birth announcements or something like that. I'm hearing grandparent. So maybe if you're like a Virgo and you've been like waiting for your kids to, you know, pop out some grandbabies, there could be a happy announcement, you know, at the end of this week. I'm kind of hesitant in saying that only because I don't read pregnancy energy. Anybody who's scheduled a private reading with me, you know that that's a question I get a lot, and I say it kind of falls under the medical, and I don't do medical readings. I'm not a medical medium. I don't foretell or prophesy on pregnancy, but just something kind of came up here where some of you might be having something happening with, I'm hearing grandbaby, and that's relevant to somebody out there, but I'm hearing grandbaby. All right, my darlings, let's see what your blessing is for the week. Let's see what your prayer is for the week. And guys, I do encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might add a little extra information that can be very helpful for you. So I really do encourage that. Your blessing or prayer for the week is a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Holy moly, Virgo. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared. Oh, gosh. I'm not a Virgo, but my Venus is in Virgo. So, gosh, I hope I don't have some, like, crazy ex or something coming up to battle. I got to go find my bow staff. Get my Donatello skills going here. My Ninja Turtle Donatello skills. But let's see what's happening, Virgo. Let's see what's happening with this battle. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the prayer. The last few times that I used this book and I did the prayer, a lot of people told me they came back and they listened to the prayer every night before they went to bed or every morning when they woke up because it made them feel like they were being prayed over. I think that's beautiful. I think that's wonderful. If it helps you to do that, please feel free to do so. I invite you to make use of the video if that's helpful for you. But we're going to go ahead, my dears, and see what this battle is here. So, Virgo. Dear Virgo, a blessing to help you through a conflict that must be faced with courage and compassion for all involved. Battles in our lives are not always the way we have seen them depicted. They may not be a fight or a confrontation or the clash of swords swinging. Most of us do not want the battle. We want peace and to talk and parlay our way through the differences and the difficulties within our lives. Many times we may walk away knowing that the battle will bring more damage than we can face. And at other times, we must walk through the fires of confrontation and go into a battle we did not want, but which can no longer be avoided. So this is a blessing on those who are to face a battle they wish was not theirs to fight. But it has become clear that they have no choice but to confront, to bring out their arms and to fight. It may be with the law. It may be with wits. It may be through speaking your truth, and it may be by refusing to accept what another has determined is enough for you. It may be with a challenge, or a condition, or an injustice, or a cruelty. Whatever the nature and form of the battle before you, accept now this blessing upon you for your courage, for your reluctance to bring aggression into the world, for your refusal to run, for your determination to see this story through, and for the belief you now have in yourself and whatever cause it is that you now stand up for For your warrior's heart, which is blessed with courage and strength, of the feeling of fear, yet the ability to stand your ground. For the swinging of the sword and the raising of the shield, for the quiet and the chaos that you will find, and for the sacrifice you will make in order to see this through. You are blessed, and your warrior spirit is rising, and it is blessed for you are no aggressor or foolish conqueror. You are a soul who will no longer run from what stands between you and the rest of your beautiful life. Blessed be Virgo. Whew. So, this is a time to take a stand, my dears. If you do feel if you would like a little bit more encouragement or soothing words, please feel free to watch the channeled message for the full moon that was posted for the past full moon we had. Please feel free to watch the channeled messages for the November love readings, even if you don't care about love and romance right now. When the channeled messages come through, they can be applied in many different ways, not just in love. I am going to do a new moon video in a couple of days, and the channeled messages for December will be posted in a couple of days as well. So be sure to hit subscribe and notification if you haven't already, so you can receive notification when those videos are up. So many of you responded to the channeled messages in November that it's very clear now. I mean, so many have asked comments, emails in the private readings, please do more channeling. So you are going to have it. Some of you were terrified by it, so you'll still have the weekly readings like this one. That's not going to change. It's the same format. But once a month, I will do one channeled message, maybe collectively, maybe for each sign. We'll see. But that will be posted, my dears, and hopefully that can bring you some help and some healing as well, some just encouragement, some soothing energy in these transitory energies we're facing, my dears. But I thank you for watching, Virgo. Thank you for being here, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week.